Okay, so a trade type setup of construction, I guess. Alright, how do I if a planet has the resources I need?
A planetary scan will reveal the presence of key inorganic resources, although rarer elements will be harder to find without training. And while a scan may detect the presence of life on a planet, you will have to analyze the native plants and animals yourself to know what compounds they produce.
Sounds useful. I'll try next time on a
The
planet.
blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch. It will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo.
I would like you on my crew.
Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Manage your crew, review and change their assessments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills which enhance your ship or outpost. Change your design up to frontier. What? I've already got someone on my crew. What's this?
Can I help?
The other people going.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Had all these artifacts come out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried, the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
What brought you to the constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
What did you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
All I know is I haven't experienced anything like it.
That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts. Take care of yourself.
Where'd the rest of the people go?
Welcome back, Captain.
Okay. Probably up in these rooms.
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Did you? It could have been worse. Because I don't even remember it. So it wasn't that bad.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
So I guess mining, being a miner in this world or whatever, this game, is a low type thing of employment, I guess. But it's Australia, bloody. Being a miner is one of the top paying bloody jobs it can be. And it's not usually an easy industry to get into. Usually you got to know people.
I'm not getting any younger here.
Anyway. Glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization.
I came across that.
Pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Okay, what's your role in the Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Kind of company is Stroud, Eklund, whatever.
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. I do have other things that require my attention, you know.
This isn't exactly where I'd expect to find a CEO. Kind of is, but anyway.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Okay, so these things are skill type things. I guess I'll pick that in a sec. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm sure the lights and hear music all the time. Wow. Haven't hit my head recently, if that's what you're asking. You mean, have I seen something like this before? Alright, we'll go with the skill thing since I can pick it. Perfectly healthy as far back as I can remember.
I'll take your word on that. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and Young.
You're not a doctor either.
But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
Guess that's everything I've gone through with him.
Goodbye.
Yep. Alright, I have to go around to the other rooms. I think there was still another lady or something from, wasn't there? Or someone else? I don't see them. Or maybe I've got to talk to everyone. Huh. Unless... Okay, there was... Oh, there's two down here now.
I hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts he'll be fine, but still. It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time.
How long have you been working on all of this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of
It's
the
not
artifacts
forever.
recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Grand scheme of things, 50 years isn't a very long time. If it's supposed to be like about the universe and everything.
Everything all right?
You seem to know a lot about the artifacts.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifacts.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Okay. The vision I saw, what do you think it was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
True. It makes more sense. So there's a reasonable explanation.
There might be a reasonable explanation. I wasn't there. I didn't see what you saw. I'm just not in a position to say for sure. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
I lost a shitload of options. Okay. Alright, go back through that one.
That. If we're what you perceive.
Oh. Alright. Barrett saw something too.
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
Oh. Whatever I heard, it wasn't coming from me. Alright, let's go with that. See what she says.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
Okay. Remain skeptical's reasonable? Insane? Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
How would organic resources help you learn about the artifact?
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
Why can't he pay for everything then? Without me having to... Right, I've got organic resources for you. Do I?
Okay, let's take a look.
Yes, I do. Sure, let's give you a flower. And crafting. Okay, sell everything to you then, I guess. Give you the fiber as well. Can I buy stuff from you? Yes, I can. These things we used in crafting. Should I be selling them to a... Huh. Maybe I should keep them. Okay.
Stay safe, okay?
Alright. I've done absolutely everything with everyone here except that's for quest. I think I may leave that for next time. I've been streaming for a long time and I want to go start on dinner. It's